What's up, guys? It is 11:36 a.m. It's October 20th. I am going to do a real quick follow-up review on one of my favorite chains of all time, the Baby Curb. This one actually came from Jacoje, so it will be a Jacoje curb. Guys, I've owned the 7mm. I think it's the greatest probably chain of all time. If that's the look you're going for. It is beautiful, it's super shiny, presence is unmatched. I do want to say, guys, I absolutely love this chain. This is a 5.5, if I think I said that, 18 karat. This one's in 24 inches. Look at the shine on these. There's nothing like this, guys. Just, it doesn't matter how it hits, how it's laying, and these are heavy. I think on the site it says they weigh 68.5. This one weighs 70.5, so a couple grams even heavier. Hold that thought. I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Guys, that's a T.O. song, Terrell Owens. Anyways, so when it comes to this, I just, you know, guys, I have the nerve issues and stuff, but even regardless of that, like, I feel like, you know, holding on to stuff, and then I was okay with switching up what I was wearing. However, I just, you know, a 26 inch on me was down to here, you know, 24 to here, and I just don't really wear 26 too much anymore. And this is 22, and I have the 23 inch. So 24 inch, especially in this chain, I think is absolutely brilliant. Okay. I will say that my favorite chains are, when it comes to Cubans, are the handmade ones at Daniel Jewelry Inc. These are both 18 karat. This is a 7mm bracelet, guys. Well, obviously, it's a bracelet, 7mm. Now, I have these shown because a lot of the traditional Cubans are nowhere near this shiny, but that's why Daniel's is my favorite. Also, if I were to take this off and flip it around, which I will do a Daniel Jewelry Inc. review, when I show you the other side, guys, it is 20, 30 times more shiny than this side over here. It is completely like flat cut. I absolutely love it. That's why those chains are my favorite. Except, you know, big supporter of Jacoje, guys. The education, you know, over the years, the purchases. I know shipping and everything has changed over time, but what doesn't change, guys? I mean, did you know technically when you go to Walmart, there's like a thing called a 10-foot rule, which means if you're within 10 feet of a customer, you're supposed to look them in the eye and say, "Hi, how are you doing? Are you finding everything all right?" And then if you say, "Well, I'm looking for the dog food," they're not supposed to say, "Well, that's all the way down there," and take a right and then go past. Have you gone to the bathrooms? No, they're supposed to take you there. That stuff doesn't happen anymore. So it's just the busier you get and things change. Now, my favorite, check this out, guys. So these always have the bigger lobster clasp. Look how thick this guy is. Isn't that crazy? So these say 18 karat Italy, and then it says fancy, written in all that fancy cursive. They throw this on for you guys here. So my favorite chain of all time, if I just had one chain, would be my 3.5mm Baby Curb, that 22 karat. Guys, I was so back and forth trying to talk myself out of the 22. I'm glad I got it. It's what I want. So this is the 24 inch look here at 5.5. And see, this is it back here. Now, guys, I've also had this chain. If you look about a year ago, I did a review, maybe it's probably over a year now, on the 22 inch version of this same chain, okay? So that was, well, this is 24, 22 would be about right here on me. And to me, it looks good, but I mean, I wanted something a little more casual. And so I even thought, well, you know, this is a great chain for the winter, you know, with bigger hoodies and stuff. But I thought, guys, you know, I'm a fan of odd numbers when it comes to the length. I thought about doing 23 inches, which would make it look about here. But I'm not gonna lie, I love this chain. It is one of my all-time favorite chains. I know that they're going to become harder and harder to get. Gold is spiking. I know, just talking to Braden personally, asking him about the 7mm ones, and him just telling me that, you know, it may be a long, long time before they get them back in, meaning to me that it's just, they may not even carry them. Because guys, you got to remember, you can't just buy 10 chains. So if you buy the 3.5 at 22 karat, you have to buy it at 20 inches, 22 inches, 24 inches, all the above. So this is that 3.5mm on me. And this is at 22 inches. So I could see it at 23 maybe, but I'm really just really happy with it at 22. So, and I've been pairing other stuff with it, but I mean, I could put a pendant on this and it would be absolutely fine with me. Been pairing it with the Figaro and the Heavy Link, all 22 inches, 22 karat, 22 karat, 18 karat. So I like this look. I think it's a little more casual. Now the lighter chains would get pulled up and everything else, but when you do stack them like this, they have a tendency to lay a little bit flatter, guys. So, but yeah, can't beat that shine. Hold on one moment.